Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Let's do the next one. So we reached the orbit base, and Tiger's like, "Welcome, everybody! What have you been doing for the last 6 months? Your dad fucking died?" Ooh. Shomi says it hasn't been much after their dad died. They just went back to trailer business and travelled wherever the work took them. And they mostly just been trying to avoid bankruptcy. Leo's glad to see that Kazuma's still alive, and Kazuma's like, "Yeah, I'm hella determined to prevent further sacrifices in order to honour my father." And Humor's like, "Damn, you were a totally different dude to 6 months ago when you were shitty." And Kazuma says, "This little hoodlum has had his eyes open to the vastness of the world." And Tiger's like, "Yeah, your eyes resemble your dad's when he had his age." And that brings us to his reason. He wants to reform the Wardens, and he wants us to lend him our power. They've already got help from Admiral Misamaru, who has assigned the Nadesco to us, and other collaborators throughout the government. Shihomi is like, there's a lot of danger throughout the Earth, and there's the random incursions, and the battleships, and the Eviluder's main fleet. And someone's got to knock all the Federation army and Zaf's heads together to make them stop being stupid. So maybe Project W is the best way to do it. And she's like, well, you know what? I'm going to leave it to Kazuma. You decide. You make your decision based on what you've seen of the world in your half-year self-exile. And if we decline, we'll stay with the Junkmen. Or we'll stay with the Nadesco and Galgaigar. So it's Astray, Galgaigar. Astray's cool, but it's no Galgaigar, right? So, we're doing that. We're doing that. Right, we're going to Galgaigar. If we refuse, Kazuma is like, "Sorry, I want to see more of the world for a convincing reason to fight the war. But we're going to accept and do our duty and hang out with all the cool guys." I mean, the Astray guys are cool and the Nadesco guys suck, but Galgaigar is really fucking good. And Kazuma says, "Yeah, we'll accept. I realise now after all this that peace can't be restored without a little bit of fighting. And thus begins the Neo Wardens, the new Wardens of the Lighthouse. Our first assignment is to head back to Triple G America, where the fog of war is even worse than the mess in space. And we're going to restore peace while gathering some more people to the cause." Papillon pulls Kazuma aside and says, "You will soon be engulfed in a calamity involving your family." It's like, okay, what sort of thing? It's like, I don't know, my sensing mind powers haven't told me that much, but it's real, right? So just wait a little longer so I can figure out what the problem's going to be. It's like, no, I gotta go. Calamities happen everywhere, all the time. And I gotta live every moment of my life as if it was on borrowed time. And the route splits are always for 2 missions, as far as I know. But wow, the nerds vote in the Brunom1 voted for Astray. What a pile of shit. The favourite sword of the graveyard. Right, this is, again, that's a good one. Here is Tomaru being haunted by images of Tekkaman Blade and Detonator Orgun. This isn't like a Pazfu broadcast. And even Michi shows up. Ah, a girl! And he wakes up in a cold sweat. He's been having this dream for the past 6 months. But then his good friend Noku checks in. And this is Detonator Orgun stuff. And Noku is like, "Hey, tomorrow you're having Pazfu troubles again?" He's like, no, the shop says everything's fine with it. And it's like, okay. And then they explain what the Pazfu is. The Pazfu is a thing that lets you dream whatever you want. So his recurring dream can't be a coincidence, right? It's got to be because of the machine's all fucked up. Maybe someone's hacked into it to give him a message. And Noko, and he's like, nah, it's not like this is an anime or sci-fi. And then Noku says, well, they're space invaders and stuff, so we're not part of being a sci-fi anime. But anyway, I just wanted to confirm if you'd be coming to the school field trip to Triple G America. And Thomas was like, yeah, and I won't be late. And then he hangs up and he's like, damn, the dream seems to be less a nightmare and more meeting with old friends. What's the deal with the woman? So we land on Earth and fucking random. Volfog warns us that more reinforcements are likely, and Rory says that we've got some reinforcements on the way too. And check it out, Tekkamen! But I never seen those types before. Are they a different kind that came with the Radom ships? Let's go, David. Rout those Radom. Roger that, Natasha. Time to kick off our welcoming party to the Neo Wardens. Eat this, Radom. And this is Tekkaman Summer, I believe. Oh no, that's Tekkaman Summer. It's David Summer and Natalie Vesna, I think. Now I'm next. You're not getting away. Yeah, so he's Summer. Tekka! Whoa, they took them all out! Many thanks, Tekkaman, Vesna and Summer. There you go. Then they are... Yep, they're new Tekkamen who were given birth by the Space Knights. Captain Hoshino of the Nesco B, our chief, would like to speak with you. We'll escort you to Triple G America. Follow us. Human-made Tekkamen? They were researching that during all this time? Not soul Tekkamen, but regular, actual full Tekkamen that are good. Anyway, Kazuma's doing his long. He's like, yeah, these Tekkamen are part of a new Space Knights thing based out of Triple G facilities. Freeman's been replaced with another familiar face as leader, and preparations to fend off the Radom seem to be going on their way. And the new chief of the Space Knights is Aki. And Ryoko's like, whoa, Aki, you're the boss? And Levin and Honda explain that Freeman, Noel and Millie have been transferred to a Federation anti-Radom lab. And Aki would have done that normally, but she requested a posting to the front lines so she could fight in D-Boy's place, as Kazuma figures out. And she's like, wow, so you've actually changed. You've got some insight and can see how other people may feel and think about things, Kazuma. Pretty good. Now you're becoming a human being. And it's like, yeah, Liger helped make these new Tekkamen. He's super proud of them, and he's like, they're new secret efforts to fight the Radom. And but they've all come, and now they're going to introduce us to each other. So we've got Natasha Pavlovicha, which is Tekkaman Vesna, and the pilot of a Blue Earth Alpha, Goliath. And then we've David Krugel, who's Tekkaman Summer, and or Summer, but Summer, and the pilot of his Blue Earth Beta, Anita Brannigan. And there's also Hayato Kawakami, pilot of the Blue Earth Gamma, and the Daigo guy is like, you don't have a Tekkaman like the others, you just got the Blue Earth thing. He's like, yeah, I'm still waiting on my Tekkaman, but it'll be coming soon, thanks to the ARM Tekkaman project. And it's like, so what's the deal with all this? And Aki says, just ask Dr. Kanzaki. She's the Federation Intelligence Operative, currently assigned to Triple G. There she is, and Rory's like, oh, you're part of the Comprehend project to breed perfect humans, just like me and Harry. And Sabaroda is like, wow, beauty and brains, whoo mama. And then Horace says, okay, so Sabaroda goes, the twin blessings of beauty and brains. And then Horace goes, I wish Akane's twin breasts had been upgraded by the heavens to be something more formidable. And she's just like, stupid Horace! I've had enough of this sexual harassment. And then Levin is like, geez, this guy is still the enemy of all womankind. I think someone fucking said it. And then Harry is like, Savaroda, is Levin a boy or a girl? And Savaroda says, if you want to find out, sneak into his bed in the middle of the night and he'll give you the full details. And then Casimir's like, I'm sorry, Mitchie, that these guys are fucking stupid. Please continue. And Akane's like, wow, cousin, we're putting on airs pretending to be all cool and smart because he wants to kiss the lady. And she tells us about the new Tekka men, and they were among the people who got captured by the Radom trees during the EI-01 incident, right? And when we freed them all. And it was good. So, remember when there was those 3 people? You were like, Gah! The hell are these flowers? Let me go, let me go! It was these 3. Pretty good work. But anyway, they were rescued quickly enough that their personalities were still resisting the control, but they'd undergone the first stage Tekkanizing process. And with the data they got from D-Boy, humans could do the rest of the way by adding armaments using Earth-made Tekkaman plant. Guy was like, oh, sorry about the EI-01 incident, but we didn't stop the trees in time. And these Tekkamen were like, oh, no way, like, this is cool as hell, and we get to blow up all the Radom while protecting the world with our superpowers. You know, I said those people with portraits wouldn't be important. I lied. And but since it's not fully finished, they need their support pilots who have been, and they're the ones doing the little thing, and they they're a cohesive, positive thinking fighting unit. Guy Daigoji, where is he? Where's that? There he is. Is like, wow, good teamwork. Your combined strength would easily match D-Boy if he fought alone. And Aki's like, And Harry and Makoto are like, I wish this guy could be a little more tactful, right? And he's like, oh, sorry, Aki, sorry. And she's like, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. What about the third Tekka man then? Several people who underwent initial transformation are employed at the Triple G base, and one's going to be picked soon. There's a girl who recently Hayato's fallen in love with, and she's a little bit spaced out, and she might be chosen. And Levin is like, no way, she's fucking dead last on the list, she ain't getting picked. And as for Mike and Stallion, they've been going around the world with disc X's to take up more Radom trees, but they can't keep up with how many are being planted. And Rory's come to help us get ahead of that problem, and she's like, just everybody relax while we do some analysis. So to pass the time, the new Tekka Men squad like, we'll show you around the base. It's used to be a NASA base, and it's still a popular tourist attraction, right? And Savaroda is like, oh, Anita, so beautiful and smart and such charisma. And he's like, I'll fight you, David, for her. I'm gonna steal her. And Aki asks Natasha and Goliath to stay behind so she can explain a new weapon for them. And Natasha's like, yeah, but I just gotta take care of something, and then yeah, I'll do it. Noku and Tomaru arrive for their sightseeing tour, and they're like, wow, this thing's fucking crazy. And Tomaru is interested in the old solid rocket booster from last century aircraft, and he's like, but nobody else will get it. Nobody else understands the coolness of old shit planes. And Noku is like, okay, how about we split up, and I look at cool stuff and you look at old garbage? It's like, yeah, let's meet up at 1700. Let's meet up at 5 o'clock, sure. So Tomaru wanders off and he's like, damn. These state-of-the-art facilities and weapons might be the best for achieving quick victory, but they've cost mankind something intangible in cool factor or whatever. And then Yumi Francois, one of the mechanics, bumps into him. She's like, oh, sorry. And he's like, oh, I'm a tourist. And she's like, oh, wow, you here to look at the Neo Warden? He's like, who the fuck are they? Like, didn't the Warden, when they disbanded after the Lizard Wars? She's like, yeah, they've been reformed and they're here. Oh, I was a huge fan of them, but I'm the biggest fan of Tekka Man Blade, and I want to be a Tekka Man just like him. And then Tomaru's like, but my brother works at Nurgle. Don't the Tekka Man serve their Radom? Can normal people actually become them? And she's like, oh, top secret. Do you want to become a Tekka Man? He's like, no. They're fucking awful monsters. If you want to fight so bad, you should do that in your own body. And she's like, no, they're not monsters. They fight to protect mankind, right? And then Kanzaki shows up and is like, Yumi, stop talking old secrets to everybody. Jesus, get in the fucking hangar. Talk to Natasha. And then she apologizes to Tomaru, and he's it's like, I'm sorry that girl bothered you. And he's like, no, she wasn't bothering me. She's really pretty. And he's like, all right. Oh, I'll leave you to sightsee. And he's like, damn, that girl's around my age. Have I met her somewhere before? And of course, he hasn't met the Michi before. But has he? Maybe. In an organ dream? Yumi, meanwhile, has been put on the spot. It's like, you haven't fixed the Alpha's communication system after it got damaged in training. He's like, sorry. She's like, don't just say sorry. Someone could fucking die doing that. She's like, sorry. And then Sabaroda and Kazuma are watching, and they're like, no, Natasha's right. Like, she should make sure it all works right, because the Tekkamen are already at risk without having to worry about their equipment blowing up. And then Hayato comes over and is like, don't worry about it, Yumi, don't worry. And she's like, and yeah, he goes over to her and he's like, don't worry about it. And she's like, no, she's right. But I'm going to fix Alpha so good next time that she's like, nice job, instead of calling me shitty. And Hayato's like, damn. You just bounce right back, right? She's like, yep, I'm gonna one day fight a Blade Side, it's gonna be good. And she believes D-Boy survived the Ugly Valentine light. And Aki is like, damn, maybe I should choose Yumi Francois. Could she be? Bum bum bum. Liger has called Guy and Mikado aside, and he's like, I found something interesting. These are called Q parts. Triple G have got 2 of them, and 2 more are being guarded elsewhere in the world. We don't know what the fuck they are, but they emit the same level of energy, or have the potential to do so, to the G-Stone, right? And that could solve the global energy crisis caused by the neutron jammers. And that's, he says, and that's them in isolation. If they join together, people are worried it might be uncontrollable, so we got to be careful. But Liger shows this to Guy because he's like, I think they came from the same place the G-Stones came from, the Green Planet. And Guy, a full Evoluder, and Mikoto, a semi-Evoluder, after a thing in the Zonuda Robo thing, like, nope, don't feel anything weird near him. And Liger is like, maybe my instincts are going soft. But anyway, alarm, let's go Neo Wardens. Mission 33, Virgin Flush. Like, you want to fight in your own body. He's gonna be so mad later on, isn't he? Bum 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 bum. Anyway, small number of Zaf troops, and Rory's like, they're probably just here for observation. The fact that this is under Triple G control rather than the Federation hasn't done much to stop them turning up. And Saburai's like, goddamn coordinators must see any Earthlings as the enemy. And Rory says, gotta defend ourselves, everyone attack, but don't hit the cockpits if possible. Where the fuck are they? Oh, they're in that top corner, good. Even better. All the better for Guy to fucking smash a nerd. Can't even stand on the ground to smash a nerd today. But yeah, like, he doesn't have the rocket engines anymore on the Gal plane, the Stealth Gal 3 or whatever. It has like these weird crystal things that pop out and then they levitate. It's good. Actually, the Star Pack had that too. The Star Pack had these gems. Like, the Star Pack let him hover as well, like the Stealth Gal 2. And this one's got the same thing, like the first pack. You could either thrust and fly. You couldn't really hover. But yeah, it's got these weird little crystal things that pop out and let him float around. It's neat. It's good. Oh, that was good. Anime's good. Makes you think. What are these fuckers talking about? Okay, well, while this is happening, where is it? Natasha and David are wondering why Aki hasn't allowed them to deploy, even if the enemy aren't random. They've got a right to defend themselves. And says, "No, I've reached my decision on the third Tekka man. Come on, be formatted to armor Tekka man form along with the others." And the door opens, and it's Yumi Francois. Yumi, say hello to Tekka man number 3. So yeah, now Rory can actually hit things without having to use a tune, which is good because it's really fucking expensive. And look at this shit. If guy had longer arms, he'd be invincible. I mean, he's already invincible, but he'd also murder people. Look at this guy. His fucking truck unable to murder people? That's weird. It's like, oh, you chose me. And then Natasha's like, why did you choose Yumi? And Aki says, it was... I made the decision. And I did it. And Natasha's like, oh, okay, fine. Whatever. She doesn't, like, she's like, I guess I could complain about it, but I'm not gonna question your judgment. And Aki says, there's not a moment to lose with the Radon getting more active, so, Natasha, get your newly developed reactor Volteca going instead of David. And he's like, sure, I guess I wasn't cut out to be the strongest in the team anyway. And Yumi's not really listening. She's like, I can't believe I'm gonna become a Tekka man. And Haido's like, congratulations, Yumi, you did it. You're gonna be a fucking bug monster or whatever. Yeah, okay, we can hit all of these guys. Stand here. Shoot this guy. Combine. Give that dude another fucking turn. For some reason. I guess it's because the battleship part is the most important part of that for some reason. Chop them up. Fucking Sabaroda and hitting away. What a fucking nerd. Hitting away. What a fucking tryhard. So many bullets, so little damage. Uh-oh. Richie detects an energy spike coming from above. Is it plant weapons? Don't match none of them. Oh, shit. It's a bunch of goddamn random. So the Zaft guys all leaving. It's like, dang it. Further proof that the gulf of discrimination that's distracting mankind from its true enemy. And Tekkaman's sword is leading the attack, and he's like, I'm gonna destroy these human perversions of random technology. And Rudy's like, nah, Harry, let's go. What's the status of the format implant inside the base? And Harry says, it's already underway, we just need to hold on a little longer until it's finished. So we've got 2 turns to kill Sword. And it's good to kill Sword. Because she has a small barrier, an EN chip, and a BP+1. But that just means we've got to get fucking somebody over there. Yo, Horace. Give me the assault. Come on, where's the... Give me what Sword says to these idiots. No. Apparently fucking nothing. Didn't manage to get over to them and fight him apparently. But it's like, goddamn Tekkamens. Piss off. That's what I'd say to him. Unfortunately, we definitely have to attune to hit these guys, because they're good. Well, not guys, it's mostly just fucking Sword. So it's like, ugh! These people are as stubborn as the traitor Blade. And Mr. Daigoji is like, we'll avenge D-Boy's death. And Ryoko is like, he's not fucking confirmed dead, just missing in action. Howdy, Patterns, how are you doing? And Sword is like, this isn't all of the Radom strength. More of them. Dang, reinforcements. It's alright, it's been long enough. Yumi, tech set. Roger, tech setter. Tekkaman, Hiver. Tekkaman, Soma. Tekkaman, Vesna. The new Tekkaman! Then the armor formatting was a success! What's more, it seems like there's someone else with them from the looks of the body. I'd say it's a young girl. Fucking Savaroda. Yeah, it's me, Yumi Francois. I promised to give it my all. Yumi, you mean the Bumbler? She was chosen as the 3rd human Tekkaman? Hiver, Soma, Vesna? That's winter, summer, and spring. Today's Tekkamen are quite elegant, huh? Humans. I'll show you just how useless these cheap imitations will be. Natasha, the enemy's coming over. Give her a taste of your new reactor Voltekka. I can't, I'm not equipped with it. How come? Wasn't the armor formatting a success? The Radom attacked close to the main computer and caused the malfunction. The reactor Voltekka data should have been given to Natasha. Yumi gave it to you. Eh? To me? Do it, Radom monsters. Tear the imitation apart. Yumi! If it's like this, then I have to do it, because I'm a Tekka man. Please wait, Yumi. Reactor Voltekka is... Go! And she just flies around on like the fucking screwdriver or whatever. It's really fucked up. Reactor Voltekka! Shoots a fucking laser out of her head. And this is the map attack version, and it just bounces from enemy to enemy. Like, it's not like other map attacks which shoots a laser that hits them all. It's like boink, 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 and it's cool. I like it a lot. What was that power? Reactor Volteca. This Volteca had the power of a crystal field added to it. When the Volteca is unleashed, the crystal field will form around its target. The energy generated at the time of impact to use that field to create new antimatter. The antimatter will convert itself into a new Volteca and attack the next target. That way, by controlling the crystal field, as long as there's a target remaining, the attack can go on. Whoa, destroy all those random monsters in one shot? All units pull back, the Volteca hasn't stopped yet. Huh, what's happening? Ah, what's she doing? That clutch, she can't control the Volteca. A strong mind is required to control the reactor Volteca. It's unreasonable to think that of a newborn Tekka man like Yumi. Stop! Someone stop it! Just fucking shooting lasers everywhere. Yumi, you gotta control it with your mind. That's easy for you to say, but I don't know how! It's going out of control. Then we've got no choice but to make her faint. If we do that, her brainwaves will stop and the reactor Volteca will disappear. But how can we attack our friend? There may be no other way. Yumi, stop it with your own power. Chief, you're a Tekka man. That power's given you to defeat the Radam and to protect the future of Earth. If you can't control that strength, then you've got no right being one. But... Do it, Yumi. The strength of a person's heart is what allows them to break the Radam's control. Haki? D-boy, I'll do it, Chief, because I'm a Tekka man. And she did it. It stopped. The power of her mind stopped the reactor Volteca. Yumi, are you alright? Yeah, thanks, Haido. I took too much damage to that Volteca. I must fall back. Oh, we didn't get them off him because we did too much damage to him, I guess. But it's fine. Whatever. Whatever. So Ryoka is like, well, let's get the dudes left over. Meanwhile, Gimlet's here and is like, wow, nice show. I'm sure Mr. Silver's enjoying this. Mikoto noticed him and he's like, Guy! And the guy's like, what? He's like, not you, the other one, Jiro. He's like, I'm Guy. It's like, what? He's like, good day, Cyborg. I've never had time to say our farewells when we saw each other in space. He's like, whoa. What's this dude's in? And it's like, he hasn't come to America on tourism because like, he's like, you stole one of the Q parts. And he's like, well, bye. And he knocks Tomoru out of the way on his way out and loads of Bionet mecha show up. It's like, oh, fucking Bionet. Okay, let's clean out the Radam and the Bionets before we decide what to do. And Natasha and David are like, yeah, let's show everybody the power of the new Tekka men. And Yumi's just like, I just want to be like Blade. Meh. Okay, Tekka man, I'll deal with you in D-Boy's place. And instead of this, I'll bring your head as a gift to Lord Omega, but whatever. Oh, Guy, Daigochi, come on, Tekka man, feel the power of justice. In that case, I'll meet you with the power of my love for Lord Omega. Justice versus love! I'm getting all fired up! Yeah, okay, yeah, so she runs away when under 10,000, so I fucked it, but... Tekka man don't think humans will fear the Radam forever. It's useless to resist until we decide that humans in this planet become the bodies of the Tekka man. No way. There are humans that will continue to fight you even without D-Boy, and I'm one of them. And it's Mr. Shishio. But whatever. Whatever. We'll just miss out on that shit. It don't fucking matter. Like, it sucks, but it don't matter. It don't matter. But yeah, like, look at their weird fucking planes that they have. The new shitty Blue Earths. Let's find the right one, shall we? Like, well then, I hope the chief is watching my dedication. Like, I mostly tell them apart by like the angle of their masks on the picture, because colorblind, so I can't tell the difference in the color. But they've got like ever so slightly different visors to me. Missed him with the Wiggly. But yeah, she's got like the really good map attack. Like, the Tekka men are super fucking busted in this game. From this day on, I'm also a Tekka man. Please watch over me, Blade. Here I go. And she's got the ponytail. And but yeah, her map attack doesn't hit allies because she's controlling it with her brain, so it's fucking good. Do we have a line for this one saying anything? No, they didn't make it. Yeah, even without the reactive Tekka, I'm still the strongest Tekka man. I'll show that girl too. But yeah, they've got loads of. I think they've got multiple combination attacks, like between the different combos of them. I think Vesna and Summer have one. I don't think they have any with Yumi though, because she's poop. So I'll send Volfog down there. Is this the same sword? I think it's the same sword. But yeah, this is Tekka Man 2. Oh, that was Davy Boy. Fucking hell in heaven or Adam Mother, sure thing, buddy. Guy's good. He's really fucking good. Okay. Yeah, okay, so they do, like, this is obviously a triple combo. But yeah, like, they have multiple combo attacks between them. They're basically what the Three Estivalis girls used to be, but aren't anymore because we don't get them and they're fucking garbage too. Let's go over here. Yeah, see, a more accessible one. Look at this shit. Give me that money. Reactor Voltekka! What a good time, what a good time. Yeah, like the easy mode for W is you go Originals Gal Gaga Tekkamen, and you deploy all of the Tekkamen, Guy, and Kazuma, and you're just done. Like, you're just fucking set. Because each one of the Tekkamen have the guy in the plane, who will all have really good fucking moves, right? So they, like, you're pretty set, and like the Valstalk has got all of the support moves in, like, you're set with that, really. It's good. It's good. Whoop. Yeah. We'll come down here and steal all these kills. Because why not, right? And the Nadesco B is just straight up worse than the regular Nadesco. Doesn't have the missiles. Give him the old finger wiggler. Sure. Bionet AI. There you go. Melting Siren. Just killed that fucking frog, Volfog. What's wrong with you? Now, as long as these guys all... Oh, I was going to say, as long as these guys all rush Volfrog, we're good, but that dude decided he didn't want to be nice. All enemies done. Nice work. Where's Gimlet? He's out of range and he stole the Q parts. We're fucked. But oh well, we'll get him. Hayato congratulates Yumi on her first victory, and she's like, "Thanks, couldn't have done it without you." And then in she's like, "Finally, one step closer to fighting by Tekkaman Blade's side, even though, as far as anybody knows, he's fucking dead." She's super happy with winning, but the reactor Voltecker incident is still making. She's like, got out of control and attacked everybody. But Ryoka's like, "I will give you a pass because it was your first fight and you weren't ready to control it." And Kazuma's like, "You got fucking guts, kid." And Guy Shishio is like, "Positive thinking's the right way to stay." Natasha and David then walk over and they're like, "Nice work, you did really good." But yeah, she's like, "Hey, I've got one thing to say." He's like, "Nice work out there, Yumi, you did good." She's like, "Wow, thanks." He's like, "You're a full-fledged Tekkaman." And that gives her a huge confidence boost, and she assures Natasha, the team leader, that she'll do her best to uphold her part of the job. And Aki internally is like, this is exactly what I was counting on. I hope Yumi's bright nature can overcome the tragic fate of all Tekka men. Now, for the bad news. Bayonet stole one of the Q parts and the base is fucking wrecked, and about 70% of that's due to the reactive Tekka going nuts. But Liger's like, but hey, improved ventilation's good for everybody. And he sneezes. But anyway, we need to find Bayonet and recover the Q part before they do anything crazy. So we need a specialist in Bayonet hunting. And Liger's like, okay, I'll do it. I'll call Renee. Jeez, I'll call Renee. Mikoto, meanwhile, has been looking after a certain tourist who got knocked to the ground, and it's Tomoru. He wasn't badly hurt, but he was a bit off the sightseeing tour path. She says, maybe you just got a horrible sense of direction. He's like, no, I was looking for a girl about my age with glasses and straight hair. He's like, oh, you must be the genius Professor Kanzaki. She actually says Professor there rather than Hakase Kanzaki. She actually says Professor Kanzaki. It's interesting. And then like, nice retro. Oh no, she's not there. She's saying nice retro jacket, I think. Yeah. Nice retro jacket. And he's like, what? It's your jacket. It's like, oh yeah, it's 20th century authentic Luftwaffe bomber jacket. He's like, wow, I guess you must be an otaku, huh? He's like, yeah, I'm a fucking nerd. I'm a wereabout. Anyway, Isaac congratulates Michi on the new Tekka men, and she says, let's talk about the weapon we've been working on the last 6 months instead, Isaac. And it's based on the pulse signal they received during the Holy Valentine Light, and the data's being interpreted, and the Vilbevind computer is using it to build something. Isaac has no idea what, but preliminary analysis indicates it's a weapon. Michi's pretty sure he was the one who sent it, considering the information she got from Wardens, but she's a bit hesitant. And Isaac says, do you want me to stop the machine? And she pauses like, Professor? No, yeah, she is saying like he does say Professor. Like instead of calling her Hakase, which is Japanese for Professor, they call her Professor. That's interesting. I was right first time. I should be more confident in my ability to look at the words. And she's like, no, it scares me. I can't bring myself to stop it. Whatever our visitor from deep space saw in Earth, he went to a lot of trouble to entrust our people with it. And it would be outrageous of us to deny him his dying wish. And Isaac is like, well, sure, whatever you say, lady. Everything will become clear once it's done. No good parts because I didn't kill the guy, but yeah, these guys, they're Tekka men. They're Tekka men, so they get the Tekka men treatment. I'm tempted to go for some defense on him, but he doesn't particularly need it. Anyway, these three idiots get the defense parts now. The mobility that the Estevalis crew had, just because they're cooler. can each have 2 of them. Yeah. So then they've got enough energy to do their moves and enough mobility to not die. And I can't afford to give him all 3 of them weapon upgrades anyway. Definitely can't upgrade anything on these idiots. There you go, Volfog. Attaboy. Hey, did we get any? I don't think we got anything actually. Yeah, we didn't get shit. That's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Bang.